Now let's check in with Simptek, who have made some recent developments in their business plan.
So Keelan, when we were talking to you earlier, you went through the Launch 36 program. You're still in it right now, but you guys recently made some changes with your product and service. Tell us a bit about that and why you guys have made those changes.
Yeah, Rob, as you mentioned, it was a big change. So what happened was, as everybody knows, we started with the wearable tech. Throughout the development of the wearable tech, we were also developing a software piece for the home automation because we wanted to bring the wearable technology into home automation. But throughout the development, we quickly realized that actually that home automation piece was a lot more attractive and had a bigger market than the wearable tech. So at that point, we sat down as a team, and then we had to decide, was this worth pursuing? And throughout multiple conversations, we decided it was the best way to go. So that's when we made the big pivot at that point.
So why did you guys make that big pivot? Like, what feedback were you hearing from your customer validation, from the market, maybe from your mentors that said, hey, maybe we should make this change for the team, for the business, and for the product?
It was getting to the point where we realized that wearable tech was a new field and there was a lot of competitors in it. And once we realized that, we saw that it was just too hard to get into the market. We'd have to raise too much money, and there was too many challenges, too many unknowns. So once we looked at our other alternative, which is the home automation software platform, we quickly realized that it was easier to get into the market and there was more demand for both the consumers and utility companies. So it seemed to be a clearer choice in our opinion.
How did the team feel overall about making the decision? Like you said, there were some back and forth conversations, so you must have had to have that go through a couple iterations.
We really had to sit down and talk as a team and be honest with each other to decide what was the best option. And then we decided that the home automation was actually our best option at that point. So that's where we did the big pivot. And we had a couple conversations back with our mentors, Jeff Thompson, and then we all agreed that it was the best option at that time.
How did that conversation go with Jeff and your mentors? Like, how did that go back and forth? Like, that was a person within Launch 36 helping you guys through this process. What was that like?
I think Jeff realized that ultimately, it is our decision to make the change, but he supported us all the way. He knew that the wearable tech was a great idea. It was a good idea to move into the market. However, that he also did see the challenges. So he was quite excited that we, as a team, we stopped and we thought, and then we moved forward with another idea that seemed to have more value than the previous one.
How did you guys feel about the product now? So you guys made the change. What's the next steps for the team and the product?
So since we did the pivot, obviously we had to change our strategy. So based on that, we know that we do have some certain talent that we need to seek out. So we're going through a large process to try to get new talent and new people to work with us on this new idea. Because we know that as a team, we have the basic skills, but in order to make this product great, we need to seek out external talent.
So what exactly does Simptek do now?
I'm glad you asked. So when we pivoted, what we wanted to do is to develop a software-based system that will work with existing home automation systems to bring a whole new level of intelligence to home automation. We have an AI system that monitors your behavior, makes predictions, and gives you actionable recommendations. Now, you must be wondering, what does that mean? So essentially what the system does, it works like a personal trainer for home electricity usage. So what it does, when you install the system, it automatically evaluates your behavior with appliances. It predicts how you're going to use them in the future, and it gives you actionable recommendations. So these recommendations are catered specifically to you. It's not like a generic recommendation saying, turn off your lights when you leave the room. It's more recommendations that you can easily adopt into your lifestyle, so it makes it more convenient for you.